What's good, bro? We're back in here, and as you guys can see, we are going to be making another video on DBZ Kakarot, Dragon Ball Z Kakarot, DBZK, whatever you want to call it. And with me today, I got the homie Negoy. He has quite the personality, as you can see. But I got the homie Negoy with me today, and we're going to be talking about this game. Now, in my last video about this game, I had a reaction for you guys. I was watching the trailer and everything. I've already seen this gameplay, so it's not really going to be a reaction type of thing. Even though we're going to be talking about this as this plays on, I'm more or less just going to be saying my thoughts on everything. So,
thoughts. This game looks absolutely dope from what I've seen.
Right? It does. It's a beautiful game.
It's a beautiful game. The graphics are amazing, and since I was a child, I've always loved the two main games I would play would be fighting games and RPGs. You know, Spider-Man 2 was a favorite. Legend of Zelda Wind Waker was one of my favorites as well. You know, my homies know PS Gang, Jack and Daxter, Ratchet and Clank. I always loved just those RPG type games, running around the world, getting items, getting new things. You need to heal your health up to do all of that. It's fun, you know. It's just,
and that seems like that's going to be what you're doing in this game. You're going to be getting items. You're going to have to use those to heal yourself up. You're going to be leveling up in this game. You're going to be accepting side quests in this game. As you can see right now, he's doing that with Android 8 or 8 or whatever you want to call him. It's really dope that he's going to be in this game. I can't remember the last time I saw this man in a Dragon Ball game. Matter of fact, well, he was in the OG Dragon Ball games, yeah, but wow, he's in the DBZ game. That's absolutely crazy to me. But regardless, this game looks like it's going to be really cool. And Negoy said earlier about how he loved playing RPGs growing up. One thing I love are two things: Dragon Ball Z, Legacy of Goku 2. Dragon Ball Z, Buu's Fury. And y'all heard me say in my wishlist video that I wanted this game to be really similar to those two games. It seems like I'm getting what I wanted in this. It's so crazy to me that this really seems like a console game with a mix of Storm, Legacy of Goku 2, and Buu's Fury from what I'm seeing. Storm series, dope series, I love it. I actually like playing the Storm series more than I enjoy watching Naruto Shippuden. I'm not gonna lie to you. That's coming from someone who read the manga and watched the entire anime and everything too, so yeah. But how do you feel about that, Negoy? How do you feel about the Storm series? Do you feel like it did a great job storytelling and everything?
Oh, yes, it did, because I remember as a kid, I watched Naruto, okay? And then I watched full Naruto when he was a child. And Shippuden, I started by playing the games. And then I got a little bit, and then Storm 2, when he got to the Pain arc, I said, nah. I need to watch the anime for real.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie, that's literally what made me start. I watched the beginning, and then I fell off. And when I played the game, and I saw all the cool stuff going on, I said, hey yo, I have to get caught up on this anime. So that's what I did. I got caught up in the anime, and then I read as well afterwards. But still though, with that being said, that goes to show how good the Storm series was with telling the story and incorporating different things to really make the game itself extremely entertaining. And with this game, it's made by CyberConnect 2, the same people who developed the Storm series. We're going to be getting them for this, and I mean, I'm just saying a bunch of things that I love. Bottom line, end of the day, it's just a bunch of things I absolutely love, and I have very high hopes for this game right now. Because from what I heard during the interview and everything, by the way, this is IGN's video if you can't already tell. This is from the IGN interview. This game is going to feature a lot of different things. It's not just going to be fighting. It seems like this game is going to have a pretty full package in terms of a Dragon Ball game RPG. As you guys can see right here, we got Goku flying around with Piccolo. You in fact are going to be able to have different partners in this game, different support characters in this game. And that reminds you of what? The Storm series. And on top of that, it hasn't been 100% confirmed yet, but it seems like we'll be able to use other characters as well.
The problem with so much of Z is that he's sort of out of commission. He's either traveling through space doing push-ups, or he's having a heart attack for several episodes in a row. How do you sort of account for all the times when Goku is unable to fight? Will players be taking on other characters' roles?
In terms of can the player get behind the controller and actually play as another character, I can't reveal anything at this moment, but what I can say is we tried to stay very, very true to the Dragon Ball Z experience. So as if you picked up the manga and read it, we wanted to recreate that as accurately as possible. I don't think we're going to leave the fans disappointed.
So basically, it was hinted that we will be able to use other characters.
I feel you can use other characters because if you're telling a story of Goku, if they go more than just the Frieza saga, and like they're for sure gonna go to the Cell saga and the Buu saga, right?
Oh yeah, without a doubt.
So
Like when we get to the Gohan versus Cell fight, we're probably gonna be using Gohan.
Exactly. Each arc, there was a moment that Goku wasn't there. You know, beginning of Saiyan Saga, it was mostly like everybody fighting Nappa.
The beginning of the Android arc, we're probably gonna be moving around as Gohan, Trunks, etc.
Even the beginning of the Frieza Saga, Goku wasn't even on the planet. Goku was training.
Goku wasn't there. He was training.
I feel like there's gonna be a mini game of Goku training or some shit.
There probably is. There probably is. Just as I said, the sky is really the limit for this game. As you guys are seeing right here, Goku actually just fished, and he caught a fish. I mean, that was probably the dumbest thing I said in this entire video. But point I'm trying to make is there are other things to do in this game rather than just running around this world and just getting from point A to point B to fight somebody. You're going to have to fish, you're going to have to get items, you're going to have to use these items in order to help you get better throughout this game. You're going to have to buff yourself, you're going to have to level up. I don't think that eating will make you level up. There might be an item that you eat that will make you level up. There's also, from what I saw, it looks like you will have to farm for some items as well. We'll see when we get there. I'll show you guys what I'm talking about when we get there. Right now, we're sitting at a campfire with Goku and Piccolo. When you relax at a campfire, it seems that all of the HP in your party will just go to 100%. That seems very cool to me. We've seen stuff like that in a lot of RPGs before in the past.
Yeah, I know in Zelda, if you sleep, you recover your health completely.
And if you guys see this right here on the screen, now this is crazy to me, but look who's in the party right now with Goku. We have Kid Gohan next to Goku. Might Gohan be someone, Kid Gohan be someone that we can actually play with in this game? That would be very cool to me. That's just an idea. But it's so wild to me. I said before in the past that I want to be able to punch a dinosaur and get rewarded for it in this game. Hopefully we'll be able to walk around. Let me punch a dinosaur, knock him out, and get some XP or something like that, man. I'll be hyped for that. You will, in fact, be fighting dinosaurs in this game. And that's so crazy to me because I kind of said it as a joke, but I was kind of really serious because in Legacy of Goku 2, you could fight dinosaurs. And I'm not gonna lie, sometimes those dinosaurs will put a hurting on you for real. But you can fight dinosaurs. You can fly around with pterodactyls and whatnot.
I like that a lot. I love
that you can fight dinosaurs?
Yeah, or
that's cool like, to me, man. That's very cool to me.
I like the fact that like enemies are roaming around. Like, when they see you, do they have their aggro on you straight up?
I'm not 100% sure yet. I will let you know, guys. By the way, I'm going to Anime Expo next month, and when I go there, I'm going to play this game. Any information that I can share with you guys after playing the game, I will share. Okay? But as you guys are seeing right now, what it seems like, it looks like Goku is farming for materials. From what it looks like. Now, I do not know if these materials, or if they're even materials, I don't know what these are going to be used for. Probably to trade in order to get something else. That's what I'm guessing. I think these are going to be items that you'll probably use to trade. But if that is not the case, maybe these could be used to make something? I don't know, maybe some equipment or something like that. I'm not 100% sure on that.
Probably some quests as well are gonna ask you to go mine some stuff and just bring it back, or probably to trade, or there's probably gonna be some merchant that looks for those kind of ores and stuff, and you can probably sell your items and you find.
Or maybe you'll need a certain amount of those before you can take on a mission. Know what I mean?
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
And they mentioned that there would be a lot of NPCs in this game. We got Pilaf, Mai, and the other guy. I could never remember his name.
Roof. That's why I call him.
Roof? That's his name?
Yeah, I just call him Roof because he's a dog, bro.
Oh, well, him, that guy. The fox dog thing. All of them are sitting right here. I honestly do not remember the last time we got to interact with them. We're gonna have Ader in this game. You guys already saw him and everything. It's just so crazy to me. It really seems like they're going to be pulling out a lot of NPCs that we're just not used to seeing in these games, and that gives me high hopes.
They did say in the interview and showing the gameplay showcase, they did say there's going to be a lot of Easter eggs.
And they also said this game is going to feature some content that has never been seen before in terms of the lore of the story. I don't know. Maybe we'll get something along the lines of seeing Goku go Super Saiyan 2 for the first time ever, or him training to get to unlock Super Saiyan 3 for himself. You know what I mean? I don't know. The sky is really the limit for what it seems like in this game. Let me go back to that menu real quick. I need to bring that up. As you guys can see right here, when you pause the game, you can go to your items, you can go to your party, you can go to your characters, you can go to the story, and you can go to what it seems like your system. Community. Wait, hold on. Now, this makes me believe that there will be online in this game. Community is there. What do you think, Negoy? I just thought about this. As we're going on in this video. Community is grayed out, and honestly, there's only 2 things that I can think of why that's grayed out. 1, because this is an offline demo that they're showing, or 2, you haven't gotten far enough in the game to really unlock whatever that is. I think you can collect the Dragon Balls because when you were flying around, your radar actually showed the Dragon Balls. I think that's grayed out because you actually don't, or that person who's playing right now actually does not have any Dragon Balls. You see what I'm talking about right there? So I'm thinking that's the reason why there's no Dragon Balls being shown off. But for community, I can't think of anything other than the things I've already said.
There's that, and then as well, there's more like foreshadowing. We can choose characters because there's party and there's characters.
Yeah, I was gonna say that. There's an option to select the party, and then there's an option to select the characters. So that really raises the eyebrow. Can we just select what characters we play as? Or is this going to be limited to which characters we can put in our party? Which really would not make sense, in my opinion, to have separate from party. But I mean, let me know your thoughts on literally everything you guys are hearing in the comment section down below. I'm just trying to bring some things to your attention as they catch my attention. But the items, as I said before, you're going to have to use items as you go in this game. You're going to have Zenny. I think you're going to be able to shop for different items in this game.
I think so as well.
Yeah.
Because, I mean, you have money for it, so why?
And for story, I think that's probably just going to be a storyline. It's going to be telling you what you need to do. It's probably going to bring up your task. Like any side quest you accepted or your main quest, you know what I mean? And for system, you already know what system is. That's just your general options, whatever you need to fix your audio, stuff of that nature. As you guys can see right now, this is going to give a stat increase to Goku's melee attack. Goku is about to be fed the beast meat. And you guys are seeing right now, what is that doing? That's increasing his attack power. The menu has given us a lot of information from what we saw. Now, Negoy said earlier, probably gonna edit it out because like it was kind of like out of place. Negoy mentioned earlier traveling to different areas on the Earth and everything. As you guys can see in this screenshot right here, you can travel to different areas on the Earth, and I'm pretty sure you're going to be able to go off Earth because as you guys can see, it says off Earth area. I don't understand why that would be there unless you could actually go to different places like the other world. And I'm thinking this is later on in the game rather than the beginning of the game. You know what I mean? Because I don't know why that off-Earth area option would even be there at the beginning of the game, because Goku could not go to other world and stuff of that nature, at least at this point in time. You know what I mean?
It's not really other world. It can be like Namek as well.
Yeah, it could be Namek. I'm thinking that you can probably do this later.
Yeah, later. After Namek actually happens, probably.
We can talk about these little areas. Right now, you guys are seeing Goku's targeting the Kame house, and you guys can see this little barrier around here. This is basically going to be the barrier that confines you to this area right here. That's why we can't really call this a complete open world game, because a complete open world game, you can get from this point to Yamcha's hideout, to Goku's house, to Olive Village without pausing the game or doing anything extra. You feel me? You could literally just go from point A to point B however you really need to. Moving on though, Goku has the option to travel around on the Nimbus. Personally, I'm probably going to travel around on the Nimbus because that just looks lit. When I was a little kid, I wanted to travel around on the Nimbus so much. But, I mean, I couldn't, because, like, a Nimbus Cloud actually didn't exist. What we're about to get to is the Raditz fight. Negoy hasn't seen this yet, so you guys are probably going to get some reactions out of him. You will eventually, so right here, I mentioned earlier how Piccolo is going to be support. He just used Piccolo's support right there, and as you guys can see on the right screen, the right side of your screen, Piccolo's gauge is now refilling everything. Really similar to what? Really similar to Storm. I like it. Now, when you use him right away, it seems like he actually stays out for a little while. Now that confuses me to some degree. As you guys saw, while Goku was fighting, his tension gauge ended up filling up. And as you guys can see right here, when it fills all the way up, you hold Y and you'll activate the surge effect. In order to awaken and Storm, you had to hold Y. The same button that you're going to be using in this to use your surge effect. Now, I do not know if this is what we're just going to be calling awakening in this game, or if this is something else entirely. You know what I mean? From what we're seeing right now, Goku is not transforming at all. We don't have Kaioken or anything like that. If we can get some gameplay of him using Kaioken, then I'll be able to really tell you guys whether this is what we should call an awakening. Like maybe, for example, if you have Kaioken unlocked on Goku, when you use your Surge, you'll transform, you'll have Kaioken going on for you. Or when you have Super Saiyan, you'll use your Surge and you'll have Super Saiyan going on for you. You know what I mean? But during this, you're going to get stat buffs, and you're also going to be able to cancel your combos into other actions. That's dope. I like that. That seems very cool to me. That's all I like to hear. And what you're seeing on the bottom left side of your screen, that's a Z combo. So from what I'm noticing, when you fill up that gauge of using your assist enough, you can use this thing called a Z combo, where you press LB and RB from what we saw earlier, and you'll do a combo with your support character and yourself. What we just saw was a Z combo, and that looked so dope, didn't it? It looked like a Rising Rush from Legends. That's the first thing I thought of when I first saw it. But
wait, Raditz has 16 bar of health?
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
What the heck?
He has a lot of health, doesn't he?
Boss battles, you're gonna be fighting for a long time, bro. What the heck?
Well, I don't know. I guess it really depends on what your level is going into it and everything. Yeah, Goku's about to use his Surge right now. And as you guys are seeing on the left side of your screen, in order to charge up Ki, you're going to have to hold Y. You guys remember in Storm? You have to hold Y to charge a chakra and everything. But from what I'm seeing, when you get punched enough in this game, you'll end up being stunned. Now, I do not know if this applies to you as well, but this definitely applies to bosses. As you guys are seeing Goku punch Raditz right here, and what you guys just saw right there was a knockdown combo. There's so much stuff going on, guys, but that was a knockdown combo. The more you apply damage or pressure to a boss, the more his stun gauge will end up going down. And when that stun gauge goes down completely, I believe Raditz is going to be stunned. I mean, it's spelled out for you guys. There's critical attacks, as you guys are seeing. Now, I do not know how to do some of these heavy hits that are happening, but as you guys just saw, the stun gauge got depleted all the way. The boss or enemy ended up getting broken. Now you see Goku using a super attack really quick, and during this time, the boss or enemy cannot attack you. Guard will deplete as you block enemies' attacks. If your guard reaches 0, you'll enter a guard break state and temporarily be unable to move. So that seems pretty similar to the stun thing going on with the bosses. What do you think, Negoy?
Yeah, makes us think of a stamina break or something.
Where's the block gauge? There might not be a gauge for that. It might just be something you need to pay attention to. Kind of like in Storm, if you block too much, your stuff will end up turning red and you'll break and everything. This game, I mean,
this game looks so much. Oh my god, it looks
so cool, right?
Yeah. That's hours and hours upon end of like just having fun. And
it really just looks like it's going to be a blast.
And for sure gonna release a DLC as well. A season pass. You think they're gonna go into Dragon Ball Super?
Well, yeah, I can see them. I can see them doing DLC for this game, but the thing is with the DLC, it's not going to be like the stuff that we've gotten before in the past with Dragon Ball games, where we get a character or something like that. And that's the cool thing about this game.
Story adding.
Yes, we might get. It might sound crazy to say now, but I can honestly see them. Well, I haven't played this game yet, so I can't necessarily say 100%. But it would not surprise me if they were to add OG Dragon Ball as some DLC. Not saying the full OG Dragon Ball storyline, but some things. You know what I mean? Or maybe they'll add some things from GT. Or maybe they'll add some things from Super. Maybe Super will be a part of the base game. You know what I mean? Maybe we'll get to fight Beerus as a final boss. Maybe we'll get to go deeper into the story of Dragon Ball Super if we complete certain tasks. I don't know what more to really say. It's just so much going on. I love it. Make sure to leave a like on this video if you enjoyed it. Negoy, thank you for hopping on this video with me. I really do appreciate it. Anything you want to say before we end it?
You're welcome, man. Thank you for having me on the channel, eh? Now let me go back to the village and go ride my lion, eh? Okay.
You have a lion?
Day. Yeah.
And what happened to that goat you told me you were going to sell me the other day? No, I don't think I did.